This video contains a truth that has changed the lives of many people. If you are having health problems and have ever felt stuck, please subscribe to the channel and leave a comment in the comment section so we can share useful knowledge together. Have you ever had one of those mornings where your body just doesn't want to cooperate? You wake up groggy, your joints are stiff, your energy is gone before you've even made it to the kitchen, and somehow, even after a full night's sleep, you still feel exhausted. You sit down with a cup of coffee, thinking maybe it's just aging, but deep down, you wonder if there's more going on. You're not alone. If you're over 60 and living with diabetes, or even just trying to keep your blood sugar in check, you've probably felt that way more than once. The good news is this: you're not stuck with it. You can absolutely take back control of your energy, your health, and your confidence. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Because managing your blood sugar doesn't have to feel overwhelming. And it doesn't have to mean giving up everything you love. In fact, with a few simple habits, you can feel better, move better, and enjoy life on your own terms without the constant worry about what your numbers are doing behind the scenes. Today, I want to walk you through some of the most effective, realistic, and empowering ways to keep your blood sugar steady and your health on track. These aren't vague suggestions. These are practical, science-backed strategies I've shared with thousands of patients over the years, and many of them, just like you, are over 60 and living full, vibrant lives with diabetes under control. So, grab a glass of water, get comfortable, and stay with me, because what you learn today could be the key to feeling like yourself again. And before we dive in, I'd love for you to share in the comments below, what challenges have you been facing with your blood sugar or diabetes management lately? Whether it's fatigue, diet, or just staying motivated, share your experience. You're not alone here, and your story could help someone else feel less alone too. All right, let's begin with one of the most underrated and powerful habits you can build today. Start your mornings with consistency. Here's something I've noticed again and again, especially in older adults: when your morning starts with chaos, your blood sugar follows suit. One skipped breakfast, a late cup of coffee, or even a stressful phone call can throw your whole day off balance. But when you start your day with a consistent routine, your body starts to trust you again. And when your body feels safe, your blood sugar tends to behave a whole lot better. So what does that look like in real life? It means waking up around the same time each morning. It means eating a simple, balanced breakfast, something with protein, a little healthy fat, and some fiber. Maybe that's scrambled eggs with spinach and a slice of whole grain toast, or plain Greek yogurt with chia seeds and berries. Nothing fancy, just real, steady fuel. It also means taking a moment for yourself before the world starts rushing in. Stretch, breathe, walk out onto the porch if the weather's nice. Because believe it or not, stress hormones can spike your blood sugar before you've even had a bite to eat. And that little window of calm in the morning, it's like a secret weapon for your health. Let's talk about something just as important and sometimes even more forgotten. Stay hydrated, even when you're not thirsty. Now I know what you might be thinking: Doc, I drink when I'm thirsty. Isn't that enough? But here's the thing: by the time your body tells you it's thirsty, especially after 60, you're already behind. Water plays a major role in how your body processes glucose. If you're even slightly dehydrated, your blood becomes more concentrated, and guess what rises with it? That's right, your blood sugar. And I've seen it firsthand. Someone comes in, their numbers are off the charts, and they're not sure why. But after a few days of drinking more water consistently, things settle down, even without major changes to their diet or meds. So here's a simple goal: sip water throughout the day. Not all at once. Just keep a bottle nearby and treat water like it's part of your medicine, because in a way it is. Add a slice of lemon or cucumber if you want a little flavor. Herbal teas count to just skip the sugar. And speaking of food, let's talk about building your plate like it's medicine. Because every bite you take can either support your blood sugar or send it on a roller coaster. Now, that doesn't mean you can never enjoy a cookie again, or that you need to fear your favorite foods. Far from it. But there's a simple trick I teach my older patients that makes a huge difference. Think of your plate in ratios, not just calories. Half of your plate should be non-starchy vegetables, things like broccoli, zucchini, green beans, peppers. They're low in carbs, high in fiber, and they help slow down how sugar hits your bloodstream. A quarter of your plate should be protein: chicken, fish, beans, eggs, tofu. And the last quarter? That's where your complex carbs live: brown rice, sweet potato, quinoa, or even a small piece of whole grain bread. When you build your meals this way, you don't have to give up carbs entirely. You're just giving your body the balance it needs to handle them better. And trust me, that balance means fewer spikes, fewer crashes, and way more stable energy throughout the day. You'll notice that when your blood sugar is steady, you don't get that mid-afternoon crash. You don't wake up with headaches. You stop feeling like you're on an emotional roller coaster. You just feel calm, in control, and more like you. And that's really the heart of all this. Managing your blood sugar isn't about being perfect, it's about being consistent. It's not about cutting out joy, it's about finding peace in the habits that lift you up, not wear you down. Now that you're thinking about how movement and food timing can make such a difference, let's talk about something that often flies under the radar: hydration. I know, it sounds simple, maybe too simple, but let me ask you this. How often do you reach for water during the day? Not coffee, not tea, just plain water? The truth is, as we get older, our sense of thirst becomes less reliable. You might not feel thirsty, but your body still needs that hydration. Why does this matter for blood sugar? Because when you're even mildly dehydrated, your blood sugar can become more concentrated. Think of it like syrup: it gets thicker and stickier. That's not what you want running through your veins. So here's what you can do. Start your day with a glass of water. Keep a refillable bottle nearby. If water feels boring, add a slice of lemon or cucumber, make it feel refreshing. Even herbal teas without added sugar count. Just steer clear of anything sweetened. Even those drinks that claim to be diabetic friendly, but are full of artificial stuff your body doesn't need. Now, let's take a moment to talk about one of the most powerful tools you have: sleep. Yes, sleep. When you don't get enough quality rest, your body becomes more resistant to insulin, the very hormone that helps manage your blood sugar. You might have noticed after a rough night, you wake up feeling hungrier, a little foggy, maybe craving something sweet. That's not just in your head. It's your hormones literally out of balance. Improving sleep doesn't always mean sleeping longer, it means sleeping better. Start by setting a consistent bedtime, even on weekends. Turn off screens an hour before you hit the pillow. Dim the lights, create a peaceful space, and maybe listen to some calming music or nature sounds if that helps you unwind. And if you're someone who wakes up multiple times a night, maybe to use the restroom, or because of discomfort, this is a sign to look deeper. Maybe it's your medication timing. Maybe it's caffeine too late in the day. Bring it up with your doctor, because better sleep equals better blood sugar. That connection is strong. Now, while we're on the topic of calming your body, let's talk about something that's often underestimated: stress. Life doesn't magically get easier just because we're older. There's still worry about health, finances, maybe caring for a spouse, or even helping with grandkids. And what happens when we're stressed? Our body releases a hormone called cortisol, and cortisol tells your liver to release more sugar into your bloodstream, just in case you need to run from a lion. Trouble is, there's no lion, just traffic, or bills, or loneliness. So what can you do? Deep breathing is not just for yoga people. Take 5 minutes in the morning to sit, breathe in deeply, and breathe out slowly. Go for a gentle walk and notice the trees. Laugh, watch a funny show, call a friend. Even talking to a pet helps. And don't be afraid to ask for support. There's no weakness in saying, "This is hard right now." That honesty can be the beginning of peace, and peace keeps your sugar steady. Let's not forget something that's often pushed aside but matters deeply: human connection. Feeling lonely or isolated can actually spike your blood sugar. It's true. Studies show that emotional distress triggers changes in your body that affect how it handles glucose. But a kind word, a shared laugh, a simple conversation, even through a phone call, can work wonders. You're not meant to do this alone. And you don't have to. Join a group, go to a local senior center, or even comment right here. I want to know, how are you doing? What's been hardest for you? What's helped? This isn't just my voice, this is a community. Your words could help someone else, and theirs might help you too. And now, as we begin to think about the next step on this journey, I want you to hold one thing in your heart: none of this has to be perfect. If you forget to drink water one day, or if you stay up too late watching a favorite movie, that's okay. What matters most is consistency, not perfection. One good choice, followed by another, that's the secret. It all adds up. Let's keep going. You've already come so far just by listening, by being curious, and by wanting something better for yourself. That says a lot, and it's proof that you're not someone who's giving up. You're someone who's ready to take control step by step, day by day. So let's keep building on that strength. One of the most overlooked parts of blood sugar control, especially for older adults, is portion awareness. And no, I don't mean counting every bite or weighing your food on a scale. That's not realistic for most of us, and frankly, it takes the joy out of eating. But here's what does work: using your eyes, your hands, and your gut instinct. Try this. Use smaller plates. It sounds silly, but when you serve a meal on a smaller dish, your brain sees a full plate and feels satisfied. Fill half with vegetables, steamed, roasted, raw, whatever you enjoy. A quarter with lean protein chicken, fish, beans, eggs. And the last quarter, a healthy carbohydrate like brown rice, sweet potato, or a small piece of fruit. You don't need to fear carbs. You just need to choose the right ones, in the right amounts. And here's something you might not expect me to say: enjoy your food. Really taste it. Chew slowly. Put your fork down between bites. This alone can help you eat less without feeling deprived. Eating should be a pleasure, not a punishment. Now, let's talk about something powerful: routine. Creating a daily rhythm can make all the difference when managing diabetes. Your body loves consistency. When you wake up, when you eat, when you take your medications, all of this matters. A stable routine helps your blood sugar stabilize too. You don't have to live on a rigid schedule, but having a flow to your day: meals around the same times, activity built into your afternoon, medications taken with the same cup of tea, it adds up. And if you're someone who struggles with remembering your meds or checking your blood sugar, try setting gentle alarms on your phone or using a pillbox organizer. No shame in reminders. In fact, it's a sign of strength to build tools that help you succeed. As we wrap up these tips, there's one more I want to leave you with, and it might be the most important of all: self-compassion. This journey isn't always easy. Some days your numbers will be off. Some days you'll eat something you know you shouldn't. You might feel frustrated, tired, even scared. And that's okay. You are human. You are doing your best, and your best is more than enough. What matters most is that you keep going. You keep learning. You keep showing up for yourself. I've met thousands of patients over the years, and you know what separates the ones who thrive from the ones who struggle the most? It's not perfect health. It's not strict discipline. It's belief, the quiet belief that their choices matter, that their health is worth protecting, that their story still has chapters left to write. So I want you to ask yourself, what small thing can I do today, just today, to care for myself? Maybe it's choosing water instead of soda. Maybe it's going for a 10-minute walk, even just around your home. Maybe it's calling someone you love. Maybe it's forgiving yourself for yesterday and starting fresh. That's how progress happens, in tiny, beautiful, everyday moments. And if you've made it this far in the video, I want to say thank you. Your health matters. Your life matters. You deserve to feel good, to feel strong, and to live fully no matter your age. If this video helped you in any way, please consider leaving a comment below. Let me know what you're struggling with or what's been working for you. You never know who your words might help. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, gentle, encouraging, and full of practical help, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really supports the work we're doing here. Together, we're building a space where aging doesn't mean slowing down, it means rising up, with wisdom, strength, and purpose. Here's to living your best life at any age. You've got this, and I'll be right here with you every step of the way.